Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to this session. In this session, we will see how to insert, delete, and modify rows and columns. In this uh, given Excel sheet, we have few data about days in a week and numbers from 1 to 7. This is just sample data. Just I wanted to show you how to insert, delete, and modify rows and columns. Great. Let's start uh, seeing how to insert new rows. As we have said, rows are here. Uh, rows are here on this direction. So we have here this data starts from row number 5, row number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For example, if we have something to insert between 7 and 8, or after 6, let's say after 6, if we have something to insert, we have to press on 7. When we press on 7, it will replace the data here. That means the data in the row 7 will be empty, and then the data in row 7 will be moved to 8, row 8. So right click, and then insert. You see, it replaces the data in row 7 when we insert new row. Cool. Let's try one more time. If you want to insert additional data after row 9, we have to click on row 10. That means it will move the data in row 10 to row 11, and then it will make free row between row 11 and row 9. That means it will make row 10 empty. Let's do it. Right click and then insert. See, we have row 10, which is empty in this case. So we can insert our own data in these rows. That's cool. The same applies to columns. If you want to apply, or if you want to insert new column, let's say this is column B. If we want to insert new column between A and B, we should press we should select column B, not column A. If we select column A and enter, right click, and then enter, insert, then it will give uh, additional column on the left side before column A. Look this. So what we should have to do here is, if our aim is to have one more column after A, we have to click on column B and then insert, right click, then insert. We have here free column. So this is how to insert columns and rows um, in our data. That's cool. I hope it is clear. And then let's see how to modify data. How to modify the column and the row. Simply to modify column, we can click on the column here on the top, and then right click, and then we have here column width. If you click on it, it says the column width is 8.43. In this case, let's make this only 4. Then you see a very narrow column. Very narrow column. Great. Let me undo this. And the same applies to rows. If you want to minimize the size of row, with the width of row, we can simply right click. First, we have to select the row that we want to minimize the size, and then right click, and then we go to row head. Here you have, it says 15. So let's make this 10. You see, we have a narrower row here comparing to other rows. So to get back, we can simply go back and then undo, and then we have our original rows. That's cool. And the other point is for us to identify a particular row, the first option is the one I showed already. We can come to the top of the column and we can click like this to single out a particular column. In addition to this, we can use a shortcut. Let's say I click here on this cell, and my intention is to select entire column. What shortcut should I use? I can simply use Control on my keyboard and then space. Great. This is to select a particular column. What shortcuts should we use to select a particular row? In case of row, to select a particular row, we can simply click on Shift and then spacebar. So for row to single out row, we use Shift plus spacebar on our keyboard. This is for rows. This is for rows, to single out rows or to select rows. Whereas to select column, we press on Control button and then we press on spacebar, and then we identify a particular column. So this is all about what I have for today. I hope you have learned something new, and this is how we insert, modify columns and rows. And regarding deleting rows, which is very simple, you can simply click on the top of the column, and then you can go for right click, and then you have deleting option. It deletes entire column and the data in it. If you want to click, if you want to delete a cell, you have to click on that particular cell and then press on delete button, and then it deletes that particular data and then it replaces with another one. Or you can simply use your keyboard and then it makes the space in between. So the difference between the two is, if you click this one, it adjusts the numbering by itself. If you click on your keyboard deleting option, it makes that the particular cell empty after you delete it. So that's how to delete the entire column in this way, or a particular data in a column by right clicking. The same applies to rows and the cells in row. Let's say if I want to delete Tuesday from this data, I have to simply click the entire column, and then first I have to click on the entire column, select the entire column, and then right click, then I have deleting option. Delete, it's gone. Now I can undo and bring back all my delete data from both row and the column. That's cool. I hope you learned something new. Thank you so much for your attention. See you next with further advanced tools and best practices from Excel before we actually start our financial analysis training. Stay tuned. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.